Alright, now we are finally in the spring anime. And Majin Bone is one of the first to come out. And, you know, this anime was not what I expected. It's definitely not going to be what you expected, because once you're done watching it, you won't have a clue what just happened. That's all I can tell you. You won't know what happened, not in the first episode. You'd have to keep watching. But what I can tell you is that, you know, this anime is about a 16-year-old boy named Yujin Shogo, but we'll call him Shogo. And he has his childhood friend Yamatani Saho, and or Shimatani, but we'll call her Saho. And he's supposed to be studying for his midterm, and he's not really doing any studying. But you know, he comes across as the typical school kid, but there's all these things going on. And I say all these things because you won't have a clue what it is. But what I will say is there is a battle raging in this anime, and you might call them aliens, you might call them robots, or or you might look at it in a Power Rangers sort of way. I don't know. Everyone will have mixed feelings when they see it, but they know something's going on. And what I can say is that, and you already know this, but somehow, somewhere, he'll get caught up into this mess. And usually when that happens, things become clear, but that's not gonna happen. You're not gonna have a clue what just happened, as I just said. But I'll try to explain as best I could from my impression of this anime. And what I see is people able to transform into I can't say Power Rangers suits or anything like that, but let's just say battle suits. And they're fighting an opposing faction with their own battle suits, which you'll see in the beginning of the anime. And these battles seem to take place in like some sort of alternate reality, but they do have impacts in the real world. And these two factions are fighting, as I said, but there seems to be good versus evil, even though they won't tell you that. But I'm making that assumption as like a good versus evil battle. But somewhere there must have been some sort of hero who saved the world before in these same type of battles. And it seemed like they can only do these battles for a specific amount of time. But as you already have guessed, this kid Shogo somehow is that hero, and he will get caught up in this mess, and in the end become one with one of these battle suits, which shouldn't have happened, but always happens in this type of anime. So he will be the hero that's supposed to save the world, and all these burdens just dropped out in his lap, literally, because he has a battle mech enemy that's about to destroy him. So everything is just, I don't know. You'll have to see it for yourself. It's just that type of anime. You see it for yourself. I recommend it. Watch it. see for yourself, and you tell me. You tell me what you got from it. Because I don't think you can get much in this first episode. It's one of those anime where you gotta watch a few episodes and then you'll know it. So that's my recommendation. Give it a watch and see if you like it. Alright. This is Blatant Soul. And this was long awaited, I suppose. A lot of people is really waiting on this anime. Because for those who don't know, Blatant Soul is a video game. It's a MMO. I'd say a Korean MMO that is, you know, created by NCSoft. NCSoft makes a lot of MMOs, mostly Korean, but at the moment there's like a Chinese open beta of the game or something, and it has yet to be localized to the West. So those of you that are in America, Canada, you know, whatnot, Europe, you cannot play this game. But this is the anime version, obviously, and what I can say is that you can't really compare the anime to the game in everything unless you play the game, of course. But what I can compare, just from first glance, is the fashion, the outfits. That you can compare to the game, because I can see in the anime that they have the same type of outfits, and the outfits in Blatant Soul is probably the most I've seen in the MMO, but that you can compare. And not just that, but how they draw the characters. It's similar to the game. I mean, you can't exactly put the Unreal Engine and whatnot in the anime, but if you look at the nose and how they do the nose, just the nose alone, as small as that may seem, says a lot, though. That it's similar to the game. Now, as far as the story, I can't really say much because I don't know the story of the game. But what I can tell you about this anime is that it's about this assassin named Alka, and she's from the clan of the sword, and she has, you know, just killed some people from the Palom Empire, and I guess she must have been in their employ, and at least at that time, before her falling out. So she's pretty much on her own, and she comes across these villagers who have their own issues with the same empire that she had left, and she agrees to work for them, and she is basically working for their village chief, and basically the fact that they even associated themselves with her brought them a great deal of trouble, more than they bargained for. So you later understand that her purpose seems to be to kill the person who killed her master, because she's wanted by this empire for killing her master, but she's not the one who did it. The empire did, and she's been killing, you know, high-ranking members of the empire to try to avenge her master, to get the one responsible. So she is the main character, There's other characters, but she's clearly the main character, and they're following her journey. And it seems like there's a lot of people in the Blade and Soul universe that has many different skills and fighting styles and whatnot. So that'll definitely make it interesting. And those who are fans of the game, they won't be disappointed. So my advice is to watch it. I think you'll like it. I enjoyed it. I liked it a lot. So I think you will too. So give it a play. Selector Infector WIXOSS. Now, it's obviously about cards, and I've seen very few anime where there's actually card battles. Don't get me wrong, I'm sure there's a lot of card battle, like proxy battle type anime. It's just in this season and last season there was a few, and they all seem to have their own little twist. But that's basically how I thought it might be, like one of those, but it's not the same. In this anime, it's about this girl named Ruko, and she's like a real fan of this very popular card game in this anime. But apparently, I suppose it's not. Like from how the intro began, it's not supposed to be popular with girls or something. But clearly it is, because she likes it, and it seems to be about, this anime seems to be about other girls who like it. So I guess there's just people who feel like only guys should be playing these card battles or something, but there seems to be plenty of girls who like it as well. So now the name of this anime, Selector, is part of the twist, which is that if you have, everyone has their own card deck in this WIXOSS game, but some people have special cards, and those who have special cards are called Selector. In this case, I only see one special card, out of their deck, and these special cards have like some avatar, which basically have a mind of their own, like they're alive in there or something. So the owners of that deck is a selector, and if they win, they can get their wishes granted. If they lose 3 times, then they can't even compete, and they lose that card, and they're no longer selected. So it's a big deal if you try to make your wishes come true. But not only that, but it seems like only girls is involved. Even though guys play it, it seems like only girls are the selectors, I guess, because her brother is the one that gave her her deck and said it was popular among girls. So I guess it's a special WIXOSS deck just for girls, and these have the selectors deck. So I guess the guys don't have it the same. But that tells you a lot about this anime and what everyone is fighting for and make their wishes, get granted and whatnot. And Ruko in particular, besides having this love for this game, doesn't have any friends. She seems to only be interested in the game, but it's through this game that she meets new people, and like everything starts to come together and get better for her, it seems. But the brother seems to be the one who set it off pretty much by giving her that deck. But after watching it, it's interesting because the wishes that they all each of these people who are selectors want could make the whole anime interesting in itself. So I suggest you guys watch it, and you just might enjoy it. And so there you have it. Majin Bone, Blade and Soul, and Selector Infector WIXOSS. This is pretty much the first part of the spring anime, but don't worry, the second part is coming soon. So thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed it.